the new topic, which is the comparison operator. So what are the comparison operators? They are used to compare the two variables, the two values with each other. So comparison operator performs test on their operands. They return the Boolean value true if the test is successful. For true they will return 1. For false they will return nothing. I will show you how. This type of expression is useful in control structures. Clear? What are the control structures? If you remember, what are the control structures? If else is also your control structure. You are controlling something on the basis of some condition. If that is true, perform something. If that is false, then else. Loop is also a controlling structure. Clear? So this type of expression is useful in control structures such as if and while, the if conditions and while loops. To test the value contained in the variable x is smaller than 5. For example, you would use the less than operator. That if you assign the value to x that is less than 5, then do something. If that is not, then do something else. So inside that program, we are going to check that behind our code, our website. So if the value of x is 3, this expression would be equivalent to the value true. That is true. 3 is less than 5. Clear? If the x value, you change the value to 7. 7 is less than 5? 7 is less than 5? No. Clear? So this will return a false, a 0. Clear? So now we have some different types of operators. So the first operator, double equal to. Clear? The name is equivalence operator. Equivalence. Left is equivalent to right. It will compare the values. It is equivalent to right. Suppose 10 is equal to 10. 5 is equal to 5. 2 is equal to 2. 3 is equal to 3. It will compare both of the values. Non-equivalence, not equal to. Clear? Exclamatory equal to. That symbol is not equal to. Clear? Left is not equal to right. 7 is not equal to 2. True. 5 is not equal to 10. True. Clear? 5 is not equal to 5. False. Clear? Because they are equal. Now the third one, identical. Identical will compare the shapes. The shapes, okay? 16 is identical to 16. Clear? They are both symbol, they are both shapes, they are both appearances same. It will compare the appearance. Clear? 16 is identical to 16. Clear? 5 is identical to 5. Identical means matching. They are both having the same appearance. So left is equivalent to right and they are the same type. The next is greater than. Left is greater than right. 5 is greater than 2. True. 10 is greater than 5. True. 5 is greater than 20. False. Greater or equal to. It will check two conditions. Greater than or equal to. If any one of the condition is true, the result will true. Clear? Yes. So 5 greater than and equal to 5. What will be the result? True. True. Why? Because 5 is not greater than 5, but the second condition is true. 5 is equal to 5. Clear? Less than. 2 is less than 5. 2 is less than 5. True. 5 is less than 10. True. 10 is less than 5. False. Clear? So it will check the condition true and false. Less than and equal to. In this operator, two conditions are checked. If any one of them is true, overall the result is true. Clear? 5 less than equal to 5. What is the result?
True.
True. Clear? 2 less than equal to 5. What is the result? True, because the first one is true. 2 is less than 5 but not equal to. Clear? Now if I write 10 less than equal to 20. True. If I write 20 less than equal to 10. False, because now this time both of the conditions become false. Clear? That 20 is not less than 10 and 20 is not equal to 10. Clear? So result will be false in the case of less than and equal to and greater than and equal to, until both of the conditions become false. Now we will create a simple program to check the working of equivalence operator, that how equivalence operator works. So I'm going to write two values, okay, here. Let me magnify it. So I'm writing here that one value dollar symbol y is equal to the value is 10. Clear? Now I'm writing here that print inside the parenthesis. First of all, I will use the very first operator, which is the equivalence. It will compare the values. Okay, so first of all, I'm not using directly. I'm using indirect method, then I will use the direct method. So z is equal to, I'm also using 10. Clear? Then I will make it false and show you how they work. So print dollar symbol y, and I am using equivalence symbol. Clear? To compare both of them. Dollar sign z, and I am going to concatenate it for giving a line space, line break. Save it, and I will execute. So it will return you the 1. You are seeing here the 1. It returned the 1. 1 means true. If you make the condition false, it will return you nothing. Clear? Because the condition is false. So now I'm making the condition false. I'm changing the value from 10 to 15. Save it and execute it. So 1 is gone. Clear? So if the result is true, it will give you 1. If it is wrong, it will give you 0, which will not be displayed. Now you can indirect use it. How to indirect use it? I'm making this one as a comment, and I'm writing here the direct value. The value is 10, so I'm directly writing here the 10. Compare it with the 10, save it and execute it. So you will see 1 is written. It means 10 is equal to 10. The value of 10 is equivalent to the value of 10. Clear? So one is the direct method and the second is the indirect method. We were discussing about the operators. Now some operators which we need to discuss, they are, now we are going to discuss the next operator, the comparison operator. If you saw that before, we discussed about the equivalence operator. What is equivalence operator? It will check the weight of both of the values. Are they same in weight or not? Let me show you how. This time I am creating the program but with a different technique. I am creating one program using the variable x. Its value is 15, and I'm defining one more variable with y. Now its value is 12 plus 3. Clear? And I'm printing, so print the value, check the value of x is equal to the value of y. Clear? Concatenate it with the HTML tag. Let me make this one as comment, so they will not be displayed. Clear? Save it and we will see the answer of that. So you will see 1 is returned. It means true. Clear? The values were different. On one hand I provide 15. On the second hand I provide 12 plus 3, which is equal to 15. So it is checking the weight. Clear? The weight of both of the values. Not identical. For identical we use 3 equal to sign. Clear? I will show you how to check the identical one. Let me show you. Now this time I'm using the identical one, this one, okay? It will check the appearance, the representation of both of them. So for that, now this time in the same program, I'm using it for the identical one by adding one more equal to sign. Save it and we will see that whether it return 1 or not. Wait. If you remove the double quotation, so it will compare the weight. If you put it in double quotation, so it will match the pattern, the appearance, how they are represented. So if you see in the code, now 15, and here it is also 15. 10 plus 5 is equal to 15, and 15 is equal to 15. But this time I use the identical operator, 3 equal to sign. So it is matching both of their shapes. It means that it is matching that 15 is equal to 15 or not. Are they both having the same format, the same digits? Is it or not? Clear? So it is not. Here it is. It needs requires some calculation. So it is not matching. When you remove it from the double quotation, so then it will give you 1. Then it will check the weight. If you put it in the string, so then it will check the identity, the shape, the appearance, the writing, the format, each and everything. Clear? Now the second one, we are going to work on the so this is returning 0. I'm using x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 10 and print this time equivalence operator. Clear? Or suppose I provide here 5 plus 5. Clear? And here I'm writing that $sign y concatenated. Okay, here the double quotation is missing. Clear? And now concatenate it with the controller. Save it and we will see the result. So what we have wrote in the code, so 15 is identical to 15, it will return 0. 10 is equal to equivalent, not identical. This is for identical and this is for equivalent. So this will return 1 and the first one will return 0. So you can see only there is 1. Clear? If you change the above text, if you write here 15 as well, then 2 1 will be appeared, because the both statements will become true and they both are returning 1. So you will see 2 1 and on the next line you will see another 1. So 1 and 1 both will become true. Clear? Now the next operator. The next operator is not equal to. Clear? So I am using one variable a. its value is 5, and I'm using one more variable b, its value is 10. Clear? And I am using here print $a is not equal to $b, and concatenate it with a line break and double quotation, save it, and we will see the result. True. Is it true or false? Yes, definitely it's true. Why? Look at 5 is not equal to 10. That is true. If I write here the same value 5, then we will see what happens. 5 is not equal to 5. That is false. So now this time it is not displaying 1 because result become false, and for false it is not showing you 0. For true it is showing 1. Clear? So now this time I'm again making it true, and the next operator is less than. Clear? Less than. So first of all, I'm creating a program, a simple program, by using if-else statement. Clear? The if-else statement. That first of all, I'm declaring one variable, $mood, clear, is equal to a string value happy. Clear? Now I'm using one condition, if, same like the C++. Inside that, if concatenation sign mood is equal to, is identical or equal to, you can use. First of all, we will check the identical. I think equal is to happy. Then what you should need to do? True. So if mood is equal to happy, then what you need to print? Print that today in a good, clear, concatenate it with that string. Now we will see the result. We will see the result of that what will be displayed. So today I am in a good mood because the condition become true. If you saw there, the condition was true, so it was displayed. Now what about the false one? Clear? For the false one, I am writing an second part, that else what you need to print today I am in $mood variable and dot concatenate it with a line break. Clear? Save it, and now we will check that which condition is true. So first statement will be executed. Clear? Then I will change the value of the mood variable. Then you will see the second statement will be executed. So still the first if condition is executing, the first part of. So now I'm going to change the value of the variable. So suppose I'm writing here this one. So the first condition become false. So what will be executed? Look at here. Look at that. So look at that. Today I am in an angry mood. Okay? Not a. N, use here N. Okay. So what will happen? If you saw here, I changed the value of mood to angry, and now if it checked the condition, mood is equal to happy, no. So not execute this one, else part. So what you need to execute? Today I am in N, and it will take the value of that mood variable, which is angry. So it will display angry mood. Clear? What will happen in this program? If you could see, so you ask that what if we write here the angry mood? Clear? So still the second will be executed. If I am not writing here the variable name, I am writing here directly the angry. Clear? So the execution is just totally based on the statement checking. Clear? Still it will execute the second one.
You can change any set.
It is checking the variable. It is checking the if condition. Not it is checking the else one. Clear? So still it is displaying that one. Why? Because it will check that if this condition is true, then execute this one. If its condition is wrong, and yes, it is wrong. Why? Because the value of mood is not happy, it is angry. So it will execute the second one. Yes. So now the next one. I am creating a program. In that program, I will use all of the operators. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Clear? So from here I'm going to create a program that is for displaying the result. Let me make this one as comment. Okay, I'm making this program as a comment. So for making many lines as a comment, so we will use this comment. Now I'm declaring one variable that a is equal to, the marks are 68, suppose 68. Okay, now from here I'm writing conditions, or suppose this is your web engineering marks. If you have a lot of absentees and you didn't submit the assignment, so might be you got 68. Clear? Or suppose your marks is 45. So you got 45 marks in web engineering because you were talking a lot in the class, you were not coming on time,
Yes.
and you were asking about irrelevant questions, so you got 45. So now if the first condition, I'm writing the variable name, if web engineering is greater than or equal to what? 90. Clear? Because the grade is, A grade is for 90. Then what you are going to display, not pass, then you are going to print that congrats, you got A grade. And I'm concatenating it, or there is no need of concatenation, directly use the line break inside. Clear? Now the second condition, else if the second condition, the web engineering is greater than or equal to 80. After the 80, that is grade B.
Yes, there is 80 to 90 is grade B. 90 to 100 is
Yes.
smaller than 80. No, greater than 80.
So we haven't studied about the AND and OR operator, so we will use that in the later program. But that at this time I'm just creating a simple one. If you receive greater or equal marks than 80, so you got A grade.
Yes, here
And
goes-
else if you receive the marks less than or equal to 80,
Yes,
so
just you
display that
fail and pass.
print you received
Grade B.
grade B. And the third one, else if web engineering you got marks less than 60. Clear? If just equal to
Unless
60, so then print pass. You are pass
Hard.
just cause.
by mistake. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Use a double quotation here. And else if or only else. Else display print
Congratulations.
You are
Good to play.
So which comments are policies?
so save it and now we will check. So what was the value I given above? 45. Clear? So we are not going to disheart the student. If suppose he's failed, so we are going to tell him like a greeting.
Just bring, for example, bring a smile.
Yeah, a smile on his face. So we will see that use a semicolon, save it, and now we will execute that what this student has done.
After one source, given ungiven. Ungiven.
I provide the value above. You receive grade B because if you see the condition, so in the condition that is anything which is less than 80 and 45 is less than 80, so just make it equal to 80. Clear? Save it and now we will check. So now inshallah you will see the last result.
Sir, which application is used for our transcripts? For making up transcripts?
So look at that. Congrats, you are failed. Go and rejoin.
The original mark for better experience.
So now what was? That's it.
What was the experience that you take?
Now, so what was happened? Look at here. What is the value of web engineering subject? 45. If you got greater or equal to 90, then print you got A grade. If you got 80%, then print you got B grade. If you have 60%, so you are passed by mistake, and just write here.
Thanks to waste our time.
Clear? And the rest is, if you got marks not equal to 60, so definitely you are fail, and sorry, go and
Why
read.
you are sorry?
Yes? Which one?
Why you are sorry?
So we are doing.
Huh?
Sir, that's a use key,
You
sir.
are not failed.
Single, so that we will.
No, that was a course.
Nakana no dao ko rakana. Zade look at the conditions ka. Da chide kana ma nested if else do go nested if else. Sorry, you are failed. Go and rejoin. Why this is printed? Look at there. It will first of all start looking from here. What is the value? 45. So first of all, it will check the first condition. Web engineering, inside web engineering there is 45. 45 is equal to 90? No. It is greater than 90? No. So this is a skip.
Yes.
Else if. This is the else part of this if, and with the else part I connected one more if condition. And now this time this will be checked. What is in the web engineering? 45. 45 is equivalent to 80? No. So this will also be skipped. Now it will come to the else part, this else part of this second if. Clear? And this else part of the second if, I connected the third if.
Yes.
Clear? So now this third if condition will be checked. What is inside the web engineering? 45. 45 is equal to 60? No. So this will also be skipped. And if there is no matching result, just by default show the last else.
Sir, 45, replace 45 with 90, sir. It will change, sir.
Which one?
45 with 90.
45 with 90, look at that.
It will be correct.
If you write here 91, save it, and you will see that you got A grade. So you got A grade, okay?
Yes.
The first become true and the rest of they become skipped. What should be the result? So for different conditions, I'm using one line break, and from here I'm defining one more variable, that A is equal to 15 or 10, and $ B is equal to 15. Clear? Now if A is greater than B, then print, suppose Yusuf. Clear? The second condition, else if print if A is less than B, then what to print? Sultan.
Sultan Musar plus Deep
Else if A is greater than or equal to B, then what to print? Then you need to print Muqsit. Is it right?
Sir, grade B is not right. Right, grade A.
Which
Yes,
one?
set Muqsit, sir.
What is the
Sir, I said
D.
grade A was better.
Muqsit?
Sir, I don't know why I didn't catch that part.
Okay, Muqsit, we are not going to give you IFA award. We are just writing your name.
Okay.
Or we are not going to give you any Oscar for your latest movies. Else if,
He's not a good actor.
how you know?
Director, not actor.
So A is less than or equal to B. Then what you need to print? You need to print Mahmood. You are Mahmood. Imran. And if there is nothing matching, so in the end,
Win part 1.
then if there is nothing matching, so in the end, just print clear.
Maina, who is Maina?
Not Maina, it's Mina.
Mina is not
ये सब हमारे
What will be printed? The value of A is 10, the value of B is 15. First of all, look at the first condition. A is greater than B. 10 is greater than 15. No, so Yusuf, you will not be printed. Else if the second condition, A is less than B. Clear?
Yes.
So what will print it?
Sultan.
Sultan.
Yes.
Clear? Now this third condition,
I'm not
A
gonna
is
print.
greater than or equal to B. Wrong. So Muqsit, your name will not be printed. The fourth
I
condition,
lost the awards.
A is less than or equal to B.
True. True.
True, Imran. So we will see that what will happen and what will print it. So for
It's
that,
based on the values, sir.
Yeah, based on the
Mina
values.
partition.
So what?
clear? Why Sultan is printed?
Because he's a very smart boy.
Sultan is printed because
Tennis.
if any condition, the nested loop will check from top to bottom. Later on in the same program, I will show you the case, how to work with the case program. Okay, so in the case, directly the value will checked. But in the nested if else, first of all, the from top to bottom the statements are checked. There were two statements were right. One was the Imran, because 10 is less than B. So this is also right. But according to the nested if else criteria, the first one, if Sultan is correct, then all the rest of they will become skipped. They will not be executed. Clear? If you change the value of that one, if you make it also greater one, then see what will execute it.
Imran
Now this time Imran will be executed,
Khan.
because it will check from top to bottom. First condition wrong, then second condition wrong, then third. So now this time Imran is executed. Clear? So for that reason we use the case. So inshallah in the